In 1917, the world stood at a precipice. World War I, the Great War, had become a relentless grind of attrition, where victory was no longer about battlefield triumphs but about outlasting the enemy. The major powers of Europe teetered on the edge of collapse, their resources and resolve stretched to breaking points. Yet, in this crucible of conflict, new players emerged, and seismic shifts reshaped the global stage. Join AI American generals as we unravel the pivotal moments of 1917, a year of desperation, defiance, and dramatic change. Germany, facing the grim reality of a prolonged war against the resource-rich Allies, rolled the dice with a daring strategy. Resuming unrestricted submarine warfare, they aimed to choke Britain's food supply and force a surrender within 6 months. However, this aggressive tactic risked provoking neutral America. Just 2 days into the campaign, the sinking of the SS Housatonic, an American steamer, heightened tensions. The intercepted Zimmermann telegram, revealing Germany's audacious plan to incite Mexico against the United States, pushed President Wilson closer to war. AI American Generals examines how Germany's U-boat gamble set the stage for a global showdown. In Russia, the war's toll sparked chaos. Enormous casualties and crippling bread shortages ignited riots and, ultimately, revolution. The Tsar's abdication paved the way for a provisional government, which vowed to continue the fight. Yet, at the front, Russian troops deserted in droves, their morale shattered. By July, the provisional government's offensive collapsed, and the Russian army became a shadow of its former self. AI American Generals delves into how Russia's disintegration reshaped the war's Eastern Front. The United States, provoked by German U-boat attacks and the Zimmermann telegram, declared war on Germany in April 1917. This brought vast resources to the Allied cause, though mobilization would take months. Meanwhile, April became the U-boat's most devastating month, sinking 886,000 tons of Allied shipping, 17 ships a day, threatening Britain with starvation. AI American Generals explores how America's entry shifted the war's balance, even as the U-boat menace loomed large. On the Western Front, the Allies launched desperate offensives. The British Battle of Arras, a diversion for a French assault, saw Canadian troops capture Vimy Ridge at a staggering cost of 150,000 Allied casualties. Above the trenches, the air war intensified, with German aircraft dominating in what became known as Bloody April. The French offensive under General Nivelle faltered, leading to catastrophic losses and widespread mutinies. General Pétain, the hero of Verdun, took command, promising an end to futile attacks. AI American Generals recounts these brutal campaigns and their toll on morale. At Messina's Ridge, the British executed a stunning feat, detonating 19 massive mines under German lines, the largest man-made explosion in history at the time. This secured a local victory but failed to shift the broader stalemate. Meanwhile, the Third Battle of Ypres, remembered as Passchendaele, turned into a muddy quagmire, costing 240,000 British and 200,000 German casualties. AI American Generals highlights how these battles showcased both innovation and the war's unrelenting brutality. The war's reach grew in 1917, with Brazil, Liberia, China, and Siam joining the Allies, motivated by U-boat attacks or diplomatic ambitions. In the Middle East, British forces redeemed their 1916 defeat at Kut, capturing Baghdad. The capture of Aqaba by Arab rebels, aided by T.E. Lawrence of Arabia, and the British advance into Jerusalem marked significant gains. The Balfour Declaration, supporting a Jewish homeland in Palestine, stirred both hope and controversy. AI American Generals traces the war's expanding global footprint. On the Italian front, the Battle of Caporetto saw German and Austro-Hungarian forces crush the Italian army, forcing British and French reinforcements to stabilize the line. In Russia, the Bolshevik Revolution brought Lenin to power, leading to an armistice that ended Russia's participation. The Allied Eastern Front collapsed, allowing Germany to redirect troops westward. AI American Generals analyzes how these setbacks strained the Allied effort. The British attack at Cambrai introduced the first major tank assault, with nearly 400 tanks breaching German lines. Though initial gains were lost, it signaled the future of warfare. At sea, Allied convoys began to curb U-boat losses, turning the tide against Germany's submarine campaign. AI American Generals explores how 1917 marked a turning point in military technology and strategy. As 1917 drew to a close, the Allies faced an uncertain future. Russia's exit and French mutinies weakened their resolve, while American reinforcements remained months away. Germany, now a military dictatorship, ignored calls for peace and prepared for a final, massive offensive in 1918. Yet, the entry of new Allied nations and innovations like tanks and convoys hinted at a shifting tide. AI American Generals reflects on how 1917 tested the world's endurance, setting the stage for the war's climactic final year. If you found this journey through 1917 compelling, like and subscribe to AI American Generals for more deep dives into history's defining moments.